What's up, man? It's like Hava Kills. You know what I'm saying? You see the books in the back. You see the books in the back. Y'all like to read books and whatnot, expand my knowledge and whatnot. Listen, we finna watch Aaron Page. He said Lil Tony didn't meet the Illuminati. He met something even darker.
The
Whoa.
rapper Lil Tony that went viral as he spoke to Bryce Crawford about the situation where he was brought up to a mountain and shown and he was told some things that ultimately scared him from the rap industry. And these things included very demonic, very distorted,
Well, what did he see? What did he
very
see?
crazy behavior,
What do you
okay, that absolutely scared him from a certain part of the rap industry. I want to
Okay.
show you guys some more about this situation because I believe that there is much more deeper, darker things taking place within the people that he was working with, okay? Let's hop
He
into
said bitches turn me on and turn me off. I let my cutter spit. Come
the
on,
video, watch it, and
man.
react to it. Before we do me a quick favor. Hit that like button for the algorithm so that this video can reach more people like yourself. I truly appreciate you guys. Let's hop in. So if you don't know the original story about Lil Tony and why he was scared essentially from the rap industry based off of one conversation, one photo shoot, I want you to watch this video. He's going to explain what happened, and then we can go from there. Let's check
Get
it out.
into it.
I know you probably seen the story I was telling about me getting booked for a photo shoot and having a real encounter with the devil. I got booked for a photo shoot. They took me all the way up this mountain.
Wait, I want to pause this, y'all, because if you look behind him, right, that's Hollywood Hills, or I think it's Hollywood. It's LA, bro. LA got the most beautiful, nostalgic hills ever, but it is some dark things going on in the mountains. I'm gonna
I
let
was
him
on
talk.
top of the mountain. We finished the photo shoot. They have OD cars. They got a 3-seater McLaren. They got a Ferrari. And I'm asking them like, how y'all get all this money? How y'all do this? They like, we do demonic rituals. I'm laughing. I'm like, no, you don't, bro. I'm like, how you get this money? Don't put me on. I'm trying to get like y'all. Like, no, we do demonic rituals. I say, so what type of demonic ritual? He say, the Illuminati never talked to you. I'm laughing. I'm still laughing at him. Like, bro, you playing a game. Like, why y'all playing with me? Stop playing. Like, how y'all getting this money? He like, bro, no, for real. Leonardo DiCaprio do all the initiation. I'm like, what? I'm like, who is that? What is you talking about, gang? He was like, he giving me a list of people who all did it. I'm gonna keep it PG-13. He was basically saying either you let them peg you or you do oral and you'll get whatever you want. Tell them what you want. If you want to be the next big actress, next big whoever, I can take you to somebody.
So they wanted to turn Lil Tony gay, pretty much.
All you gotta let them do is just do what they want to do to you, just for a night. Basically do some gay. That's what he was telling me. I'm like, hell no, you playing, game. You playing. So I'm still not trying to believe this. And he like, this when they get to laughing, they like, oh, we need to take him to the booty club. Stop playing with me, bro. He like, bro, I can make it happen. Now, while they doing all this, I'm trying to call my Uber. And we on top of the mountain, though. So I don't got no service. So I'm like, all right, I see which one need working on me. They take off. The people who booked me, they take off. Like I tell them, I'm like, all right, y'all can take me to y'all Korean barbecue. And I'm telling them this because they were telling me, they was like, when I start calling my Uber, my flight was finna take off. So they was like, man, your flight finna take off anyway. Let us just get you a hotel and you can come get some food at our Korean barbecue. I'm like, at first I was like, nah. So I'm telling them, take me down to the bottom of the mountain. When I'm not telling them this, but in my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna let them take me to the Korean barbecue. Then when we get down there, I'm just call me an Uber and go. So I tell them, like, take me down to the Korean barbecue. They like, okay, smooth, good, okay, boom. The people who booked me left. After they leave, I'm in the car with the other dude that they called up to have a photo shoot with me or take pictures, because he come up and he like to take pictures with celebrities to make him look like he was rich or famous. I get in the car with him in the 3-seater McLaren. This man, as we going down, see, on the way up, we go all the way up, like in the swivel, like all the way around the mountain. On the way down,
So I'm gonna show you guys some footage, and we're going to discuss who these guys are because, you know, when the first video came out, we didn't really know who he was talking about. We didn't know who booked the photo shoot. We didn't know who left, who had the McLarens and the Ferraris and the money. But now we know who these people are, okay? And they're not exactly who you think they are. And I'm gonna show you some videos. They spoke out about the situation, okay? But all I can say is that it appears that they're involved in something much deeper than what we think, something much darker. And in fact, it could even be it looks like it's even an international type thing that they're involved in, which makes this even more dangerous that he was with them that night because of the people that they know and that they work with. Okay, but we're gonna look in more into that. But let's finish this.
Take a right. So he not going the same way that we came up. So I'm like, what the hell? So then that's why I try him. I'm like, okay. I'm like, take me to go get some McDonald's, gang. I'm like, Ishmael, I want to go get some McDonald's. He said, we're not going to take you to get no McDonald's. We spent all this money to get you up here. It's face change, gang. In front of me, it wasn't like OD, like long, like the veins, OD long got his face. It was probably about this wide. Like, face change. I'm like, what the? Like, it's probably about like right here. Like, all I can say, bro, it was like, oh, kind of like the Sandman. It threw me all the way off. So I'm confused now. I'm like, okay. I didn't know how to get out of the car. I would have been got out of the car. We in the 3-seater McLaren, so it's like a button you got to push to get up out of there. He backing in. Now he backing into somebody driveway. He smack up mailbox. So now he hit the button and he get up out of there. He hit the button to get up out of there. I see the button. I'm getting up out of there too. I hit the button. Guess what? It's a mailman come out of nowhere. I run up to him. I'm like, hey, bro, let me get in the back of your truck. He looking at me like, well, damn, no. I look at him, I'm like, bro, just let me get in the back of your truck, bro. Like, please, just take me down to the bottom. Please, just take me down to the bottom. It was God, he took me down to the bottom. Like, if I were him, I wouldn't have took me down to the bottom. Some random trying to get in the back of my truck. Hell no. He took me down to the bottom, and I called an Uber, and I just left. The whole thing was just, I felt it in my spirit. As soon as I got up to the top of that mountain, it was the fact of how, when I got up there, first of all, that whole mountain just felt funny. Then, when it was time for me to go, it started kicking in. When I was trying to get my Uber, and I seen that they had me at the top of the mountain, no service, no nothing. And they came up here. Out of everybody, they came up to this one spot. I'm like, man, hell no. I just want to give my testimony. The reason I'm telling this story is because it comes from me. Like, where I'm from.
Have you ever seen citrus caviar? These are finger limes, and they're just...
We don't, I ain't gonna say necessarily believe in the devil, but we don't really pay attention to the devil. Like, it's not there. We trying to get some money and stay out of the way. That's it. Get some money, get fly, stay out of the way. You know what I'm saying? For me to actually see that in my face, I was just... See, what I'm trying to say is this coming from me, bro. If you know me, you know me. If you don't know me, then the people on camera, you ain't got to believe me. I don't care. But if you know me, you know I don't do no capping. I'm not lying. I don't just lie. I don't just talk. I really saw this. That's what made me know that the devil and God was real. But that's what made me start to understand what is the real God. Since the devil real, what is the real God? But within this year and a half, that's what's been getting me closer to God. I gotta go live.
Man, shout out Lil Tony, man.
You got the Aston Martin DBS. The DBS Aston Martin SUV. That shit can't be real. That's real, bro. It's serious? Isn't it serious? So we move over here. Hey, gang. Hey, listen. Every time I pop out LA, I'm gonna be with my bro, right? I'm gonna pop out with that geek, that dog shit. I'm saying.
Okay, so this guy's going to speak about the guy that is, I guess, the primary guy. His name is Ofi, okay? And he's going to speak about this man and how he...
Man, what do y'all think about, like, these artists out here who just, like, he could have took the opportunity and been like, oh, yeah, I'm down for it. We never would have heard this story. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what is it inside of a person like that to choose to say no? Versus the people who's like, oh, yes, I'll sell my soul. I'll get my booty up. Like,
involved, actually, in the industry, the Hollywood industry, okay, which is kind of strange because when you look on his Instagram and his platforms, he doesn't have a huge platform. He just opened up a clothing brand called Ace of Hearts, but it's not picking up. It's not like a huge clothing brand. And so how did he get his fame? Where is he getting this money from? That's the real question, okay? Listen to what he has to say.
And Lil Tony was talking about inviting them to the mountain to ask them about I was in the comments lurking, and it was like Leaky and Ofe. Then I went back a year ago. So this incident happened a year ago. This didn't just happen. Lil Tony is speaking facts. If it took him a year to tell this story, bro, that mean bro was really like had to make sure his shit was straight. Like I bet he had to get all his ducks in a row. Okay, now it makes sense. Then I see this is Ofe. This the little bro. He look like the younger one. You can never tell. You know what I'm saying? But he with Big Red. He with Travis. These are not just I just ran into a celebrity. These ain't just your average Joes. But you see how that first picture I showed you. You see how he living, right? He got real glitch cheese like that. Take your Bitcoin cheese. Like what happened to bro that took 20 Bitcoin? He like on that type of time. When it comes to bread solvers, that Tony is telling you, especially the part when he said his face opened up, everybody can't see that. The only reason why he can see that because he has discernment and he got a real. I don't want to get too deep on here, man, but everybody can't see certain things. Y'all remember the face syndrome that was floating around? I didn't see people shift before, you know, but you can't really explain that to people. But folks why do you think I be saying glitches? I didn't make that up, but it just really, look at them cars though they driving. That's the McLaren, the 3-seater he was talking about.
Okay, so this is I think his name is Ofi, but the other guy called him Ofe, whatever his name is. He's talking about the situation. He's gonna give his thoughts on everything that took place. There's 2 videos. He's gonna talk about the Illuminati. The way he sounds is he's playing like a part. Okay, I don't think he's in the Illuminati. I think he's in something crazier. Not necessarily crazier. I think he's in a different organization other than the Illuminati, but this organization is still
like if y'all seen the movie Demon Slayer, he probably like one of them guys. You know what I'm saying? One of the demons type shit.
Evil in every single way. Okay, but I want to show y'all this. Let's check it out.
It's not really called Illuminati. It's something else. But there is these type of people in Los Angeles, right? It's just not what you guys think. You can't really sell your soul and do demonic rituals. At the end of the day, it's more of like, they're just very freaky. I guess that. I could say that.
Freaky? What kind of freaky?
I'll tell you guys this, okay? A bunch of these, like famous people, they could be in the Illuminati. It's very hard to tell because, look, from what I know of and what I think of, right? In my opinion, I think a bunch of these people, they want to get connected with all these directors in Hollywood. Because Hollywood, in America, the entertainment area is Hollywood, Los Angeles. They want to, the young girls and the young guys as well, they want to get into the entertainment business.
Lil Tony was bullshit. Bro, we were going to take him to McDonald's, but he was tripping out because he was on, whatever he was on. All right, I'm going to tell you guys this, okay? We hit the back of the car onto like a mailbox or something, right? It was a McLaren Speedtail. And out of nowhere, Lil Tony starts jumping. And then he was speaking on a podcast saying he's going to fight my friend Leafy or something, right? This Leafy was like, he was like, what? Right? And then this dude, Lil Tony, jumps out the car, right? We're going to get Korean barbecue. If you guys know anywhere in LA, it was called Pasadena Old Town. That's where we were, Pasadena Old Town. There was like a bunch of people there. This dude ran off the car, jumps in an Amazon truck. We're not even a mailman. It was an Amazon truck. He hid behind it. He opened it up and it was hiding behind it. And the dude drove away. Talking about Leonardo DiCaprio. There's nothing like that. Leonardo DiCaprio was never brought up. I don't know where Leo DiCaprio came from. It was a marketing stunt from Lil Tony's team. The video we showed Lil Tony, it was another car. And in his past interviews, he even said it himself. He was on whatever he was on. What do you think? Because his brother just died. His brother? I don't know what happened to his brother, but his brother died. And he was on something to, smooth his mind. And that's when I met him.
Okay, so like I said, I don't think he's involved with the Illuminati, him. I don't think that he is even... I don't even think he's like a top dog in the stuff that he's involved with. I think he's a younger dude, okay? And like he was talking about the guy Leafy, who's also very young. They started this clothing brand. They do events where they go out into the streets of LA and give give food, give clothing away and stuff like that. Okay, another scenario for the kid, I'm gonna call him Ye because I don't know how to pronounce his name, Ofe. I'll call him Ye. Another scenario is that Ye's father is Dr. Juan, who is the founder and chairman of Pasaka Capital Incorporated, a California-based multi-billion-dollar evergreen fund. with various global portfolio companies in North America, Europe, Asia, and the Middle East in medical devices, pharmaceuticals, TMT, whatever that stands for, industrial and automation, and entertainment. Prior to forming Pasaka Capital, Dr. Juan had an exceptional career in investment banking and the automotive sector. So that is a scenario that could be true. The only problem is I cannot find anywhere where Dr. Charles Huang has a son. He has 2 daughters from what I've seen, but I can't find anything that talks about him having a son. So like I said, what I believe that they are involved in, honestly, I think that it's something that is very dark, okay? I think it's involving...
Man, you know what? At this point, it's like he said this, he said this. We know that there's other entities in the world. So I'm just gonna believe he saw something. I don't know if Lil Tony said he was on shrooms or some type of psychedelic, but even if he's seen that, there probably is some type of entity on that person, because those types of things can help you see into the spiritual realm. So, hey, you feel me? What do y'all think about it, man? I'm out.